Hello, guys. I decided I don't want to do the whole countdown, so instead I'm here. How are you guys doing? So hopefully you can see me. I actually spent the last hour going through each little piece of OBS to try to get everything good to go. So number one, can you hear me? And can you see me? So I am thinking you should be able to. Hello, Miss Cordelia. Welcome. See a bunch of people over in the chat, which I think I need to move my chat screen over where I can see it. And I'm probably going to be closing that window in a bit just because it takes up too much resources, that sort of thing. So let me just go up and say hello to everyone real quick. We have... And make sure that I see something that says, okay, someone says, Maureen says, looks good here. So awesome. So just double checking, you can hear me, right? I'm going to go ahead and go back up and say hello to everybody because you know I love all you guys. We have Crystal, who has actually been here since a little bit after 4. so she's been looking forward to this. We have Susie Vick, hello from Illinois. And I'd love for you guys to say where you're watching from because I know where some of you guys live, but not everybody. So we've got Maureen who's in the house. We have Crystal, of course. Scrolling. Miss Elizabeth, of course, is waiting in the green room. We've got Jean Morin. And just looking to see if anybody else has said hello in the chat. And Sherry D is in as well. So welcome, you guys. If you're in and you have not yet said hello in the chat, please be sure to do so. Also, make sure to change top chat to live chat so you can see everything that is going on. And now I'm going to shut down my YouTube because I know it's working. So that's the good thing. I always have that one running in the background, hoping that it is all working good. And where did I put my other little bitty screen? There we go. So now I can actually look at you, which is good. So here's what we're going to be doing tonight. I have Elizabeth over in the green room for you guys, and me and her, we're going to be playing with some foil. The plan had been for TR to show us, her stuff, but the thing is, they didn't get here in time, so she's not able to use her new Glimmer foil system, but I am so excited to get to see that at some point. So I'm going to be playing with my Gemini foil press, and Elizabeth is going to be working with her Glimmer foil system. So they're two different machines. They basically do the same kind of thing. The Glimmer, I think, is probably a little bit... I know it goes hotter and you don't have the warpage like mine has had. So I'm considering upgrading to that at some point. But that also means figuring out how to use my big cake over here on my desk or getting another die cutting machine. But my problem is I collect too many things on my desk. You know how it is. Anyway, Cordelia says she is in Manchester, Georgia. Oh, and thank you, Sherry D, for reminding everybody to give me a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. And Sherry D is in Morrisville, North Carolina. Do want to do one quick reminder to you guys. We do have a swap going on over in the Crafting with Debbie Facebook group. Ryan has signed. Oh, it looks like TR is coming in after all. Awesome. So you guys may be able to see her. Elizabeth, I'm going to add her to the stream so you guys can chat for a minute. And I'm going to just finish up what I'm doing over here. And I'll be over there in a sec. Okay? So I'm adding Miss TR to the she is now in the green room. Anyway. Okay, so so that was that part where I wanted you guys to know, kind of what we were doing, and I completely lost track of what I was doing, so sorry about that. Also, okay, let me try muting that part for me because I can't. Okay, they were chatting in there, and I was hearing a little bit of an echo, so we'll get that straightened out in a minute. So we've got, we have a swap over in the group, and Ryan has put his name out there where he's looking for 5 people. I've already told him that I want to be one of those. So if you want to swap with Ryan with Glitter Grunge Greetings, head on over to the Facebook group, get into the event, and see if you can go ahead and team up with him. And get him your address, all the good things. Also wanted to know, wanted to remind you guys that I'm also having my first workshop. That's going to be on December the 4th. Not going to be in town next week, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be going live or doing any videos next week. Do have some hops this weekend and next weekend. Those are all set up for you guys. You'll have some things to see from me, but I don't know how much I'm going to be doing because I'm going to be spending time with my in-laws. Anyway, let me go ahead and get everybody introduced, and it's going to be just a second. Let me go ahead and head on over to StreamYard. Have myself muted everywhere. Isn't that fun? Okay, so are you guys over on StreamYard able to hear me? We have TR and Elizabeth.
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. So I think I was trying to take myself out of the screen, and it looks like I put myself main. I didn't want myself main. So I am going to first put Miss TR up, and she can show us what she has received. She got part of what she needed, but not everything. So you told me that you did get the glimmer system, but not the die cutting machine. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, great. And you're going to show us everything having to do with that, your unboxing of your glimmer machine, right?
I'm so excited. Yes. Can you see it?
Okay, so you are all centered. I do want to know from you guys out in the chat if you're hearing any kind of an echo, because I think it's just my computer, but I wanted to double check with you guys first.
I'm not hearing an echo. I can check YouTube for you. Hold on a second.
So I think I fixed it. Yay, my computer, I don't know what it is, but it has to do with the settings having to do with my headphones. Every single time I go onto StreamYard, it swaps itself back and forth, and I have no idea why.
So
anyway.
Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nope,
it's like as soon as we got enough.
No echoes.
Okay, fantastic. So TR, go ahead and show us all the good, yummy goodness that you got in.
I got this. I'm supposed to get the die cut machine today that goes along with it, but it got held up in Ohio. So and then I got some foil because I was gonna foil tonight. I was, but I didn't. So I'm unboxing this. I'm not sure what's all in here. So we have the plate. You know this by Debbie's, right? Oh no, yours is different, right, Debbie?
Right. My machine is the Gemini foil press. The one that Elizabeth's going to be using tonight is the Glimmer system, like what you have. They're both from two different companies. Yours is by Spellbinders, and I'm very seriously considering upgrading to one. It goes hotter, and it's like all the foils work with it without a problem. With my Gemini foil press, I have to tell it to go hotter in order to use anything but Gemini foil. So you got a cord. Good. You can plug it in.
There comes the cat. He wants to say hi. You'll see. Oh, no, he's staying on that side. This is the little magnetic thing that you pick up the dice.
That's that magnetic thing. Yeah.
Okay. And then they gave me two foil, a gold and a silver. Can you see that right? Okay, what else? And it comes with a happy birthday die and a frame.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Do you know what I read? I thought I read oh wait, let me finish here. A plate. I'm not sure what to do with that. And this, they go on while they're hot.
Yep.
And this is just a shim, I'm assuming. And this is an instruction booklet. This is the thing of pizza. Sorry, I don't know what I got. There you go.
Half.
There you go. I'm so excited. So,
yeah, I can't wait to see what you do with that. You're going to have to come back on. I'm thinking after the first of the year or something, because I've got too many people on. But you're going to definitely have to come on after the first of the year, and we're going to have to play. Does that sound like a plan for you, Miss Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so TR, what was your plan for tonight? Were you going to try foiling in any other fashion, or just hang out in the chat, or what did you want to do?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back out in the chat because I'm still not feeling wonderful. Oh, these are my foils that I got, by the way. Pretty, huh? Yeah, I'm going to go back out in the chat.
Pretty, yes, absolutely.
What was I going to ask?
Okay, sounds good.
Well, if I think of it, I'll ask it in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, well, then I'm going to go ahead and bring Elizabeth back on because I still need to adjust my camera because my camera is dark for my flat lay. For some reason, I don't know. It just decided to mess up. So thank you so much for sharing all of that with us, Miss TR, and I can't wait to see what you make with it. It's going to be awesome.
I'll be back.
All right. Woohoo!
Okay,
Hello,
so now I've got
everybody.
Miss Elizabeth up, yay, and I'm still trying to get to the program where I can adjust the lighting on my camera because for some reason it is just not wanting to work. So you guys can chat with Miss Elizabeth for a bit while she plays with her Glimmer system, which is different than what I have.
Yes. So the Spellbinders Glimmer, you flip it on the back. It says it's got power. And then when it says platform, we're ready, we can add stuff. But I'm aligning my little butterflies up ahead of time. And I'm just going to grab some of the Glimmer foil, aka foil quill, anything that has adhesive already in it. And it looks like I can just cut a little strip of this little foil here. Ooh, how is everybody doing? Cut this right in half. Grab that, slide that over. Yes, I've actually used it a couple of times. I bought it a while ago when they first went on sale at Hobby Lobby. So I put the pretty side down. Okay, so I have to look at the ugly side because the ugly side is what's going to attach to our paper. Okay, so if we were to actually run this through like toner foil or any type of foiling, you want the ugly side touching what you're going to glue it to. And then of course when we flip it, that's why we see the ugly part. So now I can set my card however I want my butterflies on there, maybe in the center like so. And then I know with my machine I can set everything up before the platform is ready, and it will be okay once I first turn it on, because it takes it a while to really get to its maximum temperature. So I'm just going to have everything ready so that when it says platform ready, I can pop it off and run it through the die cutting machine. And Crystal is playing with her Spellbinders hot foil machine too. Yay! Alright. Any questions? Oh, Pam says Christmas music. What? That's just wrong, she says. I don't know. It's time for the Christmassy music. Alright, so my green light came on for platform ready. I'm going to hit my little timer. Wait for that to stop flashing, and then I can send it through. I did buy the Spellbinders Platinum. It's the bigger die cutting system that they have. Because I have the Cuttlebug and it's smaller and more compact. So I figured I'd get the big one if I ever need a big project done. And then, yeah. So how's your side going, Miss Debbie?
I'm getting there. It is a little still not bright enough. I'm sorry. And that I think will work. I've got my Gemini foil press starting to heat up. And the way this one works, you turn the light on. I'm going to wind up knocking something over. You turn the light on here. It's got a switch on the side to turn it on. You push the power button here. You've got 3 different temperature settings, which I never can use the low setting because this has to go hotter for all the other foils. And I don't even know if I have any Gemini foil anymore, to be honest. So I'm going to set it to medium. Once that goes green, then I can start playing. Now, with this machine, the way that it works and the reason that I had the warping issue before is that I think it has to do with what the plastic is made out of. Different plastics have got different melting points and breaking points and all that kind of good stuff. So if you heat it and you leave it turned on, you leave it at one of those higher heats and you just keep heating it up, it is going to warp pretty easily when it goes through your Gemini Junior. And also, so what I have to do with this is that when I'm not prepping it to be used with a plate, I have to pull the platform out. Otherwise, I'm going to have to replace the platform again. I think it was $50 just for the platform. So, I do want to share something that I was doing yesterday. I watched Simon Hurley's video that he did with Gina Kay, and they were doing something with the stamping foam. And this is that pretty image from his snowflakes yesterday. I mean, that we've already done it. We did it on a previous video, but this is from his background stamp, and that one's cool too. But something he mentioned on there that I didn't think of, Elizabeth, was he basically made a pattern from his sweater.
Yes.
I never thought of pressing it into fabric. So I had stolen this blanket that my husband uses over at his desk, and I did a pattern with the blanket.
There you go.
And this is what I did with it. It's like, oh my goodness, they are just, it's this interesting pattern, you know, you wouldn't think of doing anything with it. So, and this was just on this paper that I'm showing right here, this is where I cut some large tags out of a manila folder. So it's manila folder paper. So
Yep.
use what you got, guys, And I think what I'm going to try with this is just put a sentiment on there. And I want to say thank you to Miss Jeannie Ellis, who I'm sure isn't in with us because I don't think she normally shows up to our lives, but that's okay. She sent me this for my birthday. So I got a new foil plate that says Happy Holidays on it. I think I'm going to try it out on one of these blanket patterns. I just think that is just too funny.
Cool.
Yep. So you're already getting some foiling done because you've got everything heated up.
Well, and don't forget that some ink, if it is not completely dry, will foil. It will act as a glue. So just be careful.
Very true. These I actually did yesterday. So they've been sitting over here for a day.
Yep. Okay, so I had some overfoiling, which just means I had a little bit too much heat and not enough pressure, because I also had underfoiling, which as soon as I took my plate off the thing, I knew it was going to be underfoiled, because I have my shim that says I need a 65-pound shim with a heavy cardstock, and then for my lighter cardstock, I need my 120. And since I'm just using 65-pound accent opaque, I need my big shim. And here I have a piece of card that's got a little bit of goo on it, so I'm just going to make sure that side is up. My platform is ready, so I'm going to set everything up. I'm going to put that little foil there. I'm going to make sure I can see this little spot, because that means it's going to be on the back side. And I'm going to set that there and set my little plates on. I'm going to tell it ready by clicking the timer. And I'm going to put my shim on so I don't forget.
Yeah, Pam said in the chat that what she's heard folks do, let me find that comment again. Said that they run their platform and shim through the Gemini upside down to help with the warping. Kind of bend back the other way. Now that does make sense, but I have never heard to run this through there basically upside down.
Right.
So I may have to try that once. This is already starting to bow just a little bit because it just now got up to heat. And this, I think that foil piece, this little foil plate is a little bit too wide for this piece of foil that I have on here, so I'm putting it a little bit of an angle. But now I get to try this out, and I'm going to try it out on that paper. That is going to be too funny. If it works, that's going to be awesome. Okay, so that goes there. So one way that you can do, the way a lot of folks do their foiling is they put their plate on their thing, and then they put the foil on, face down with the shiny side out, and then they put their paper down. But I've been practicing, probably because of Miss Yana's videos, because she's awesome, and she usually uses some kind of tape to tape it down onto her card and create a little bit of a hinge. And right now, where did I put my tape? I guess I will use this. I'm going to use some washi tape for this. So I'm going to put this, now that it's already heating up, I'm going to put this down on my card, and then try to make sure I've got it straight. And then tape it down so that it pretty much creates a hinge.
Yep.
And that way when you fold it back, and then I'm actually making a crease in the tape so that hopefully it'll work right. And my piece of foil is probably not long enough, so we'll see. I think it's not quite long enough. But then you can fold it down and it'll be in place. It'll be right where you need it to be. I think I can move the foil down just enough. Look, I think I've got it moved just enough so it'll work. Then you put it plate down and put your shim on top. This one is a somewhat small Also, on this one, it depends on what size your plate is as to how long you need to put it in there for. So I think this one I'm going to put in for 20 seconds because it's not big, but it's also not small. And just hit start, and then once it beeps again, I'll be able to run it through my Gemini Junior.
Okay, I've never used these butterflies before, and I just encountered an issue. It's not actually overfoiling, it's shifting and refoiling. So my butterflies have actually moved.
So that's kind of like when you put a die through your die cutting machine and your plates are warped slightly and it moves. Because that was probably one of my biggest problems that I've had over all time.
So my problem is
when it comes to those,
how I have to I've got to move my die cutting system so that I don't have to finagle the thing out of the thing. Because I think I bumped it trying to take it off the machine. So
that could do it. And of course my tape came, but the foiling turned out perfect.
Okay, so
however, the background is so busy that you can't really see it that well, but I have a feeling if I go over it either with some white, just some unicorn white ink to kind of give a little bit of a glow around the words, that would work, or I could go back in with some darker ink and that would work. But that's going to be kind of cute. And then that could be basically be my entire card. Just put it on the card and then you've got your white border and that works. Or put it on a piece of gold cardstock to be your to be a matte and then put that on the white. So I think that's going to be pretty. And it looks like I did get a little bit of underfoiling down at the bottom, but not much.
Okay, we're going to put that there. Where's my roll of foil go?
So next, I think what I want to do, mostly because my mother-in-law is wanting some cards. Yeah, she just told me last week we're going to be seeing her in a few days, but she just told me last week, right in the middle of me doing a bunch of videos, that these are the cards that she wants. She says, she needs about almost a dozen Christmas cards, and she really liked the ones that I was doing with poinsettias.
Cool.
And it's like, okay, I haven't done any of those, and I don't know that I have time because I got all these other videos I need to work with. So I'm taking out my Spellbinders binder. So this is something else that I've done different. I am now holding pretty much most of my Spellbinders dies and hot foil plates and all that in some big binders that I picked up at Target with the magnetic sheets in there so that I can flip through and see what I have. I mean, the little bins that I've been using, they work fine. However, I can't really, it takes me longer to find something.
Yeah.
And that means I'm not going to use it as much.
Right.
I mean, I'd say, and when I start going through with this stuff I do have, I start grabbing 3, 4, 5 die sets or glimmer sets or stamp sets, and then they all wind up being stacked up somewhere on my desk, and then most of them don't get used.
Right.
So having it like this, easy access, is definitely going to be a big help for me to be able to get more done with less time. So I think what I'm going to use is this set. This is one of the one of the Christmas ones that came out recently. It's one of the poinsettias, like a poinsettia border. So I think that would look pretty. I've used it before with the Wishing You a Merry Christmas, so I could use that one again. But I also think I want to do a couple with the Happy Holidays sentiment too. And then I've got some foil plates that I've never used, like this one. I bought it, but I haven't used it yet. Hello, Ms. Zoila. I think I also want to do some colored cardstock for this. So I need to grab some of that.
My foil kit from my Cricut. Absolutely, Linda. She's got the foil kit from the Cricut, and those are pretty cool. I have those and the handheld.
Okay. I am going to be back in a second. I just broke a plate.
Oh no!
So it was on the floor behind me under my keyboard. It's like I've got stuff that's supposed to live on my desk, and when I'm crafting, it has to live on the floor. I know nobody else has that problem, do they?
Right.
So I am going to solo you, Miss
right.
Elizabeth, and I'll be back in a minute.
So hopefully, I'm going through my die cutting machine nice and slow. And I'm just trying to go the one way, not back and forth, because you can do the hot foil, get it to move if you go back and forth in your machine. So in one way, out to the other. Let's hope it didn't shift. It looks like it didn't shift that time. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Otherwise, I might have to tape them to the foil and tape them to the paper to get them to stay put. Well, that's much better. Much better. Got a little bit of overfoiling, and that is okay. If you don't have one yet, you might want to grab one. They're the Tombow Mono Sand Erasers. I ordered mine off of... Did I order mine off of the internet? Amazon? But it takes that top layer of foil really easily. Here, let me zoom you in. So there's that little bit of foil we don't want. We just go in a little bitty circle. A little dusty. Because the mono sand eraser has little sandy particles, and so it like eats the top layer of your paper and just scrapes that off for you. Okay. And if we have any other weirdness, because you know, I get my fingers into everything, but there we go. And some of them are pretty darn good. Can we be kind in our zooming? There's a couple of places that didn't foil 100%, but you know, it's still a really good quality. And I'm going to keep that one. We're going to do some ink blending and whatnot right over the top of that. That's going to be so pretty. So I want to do another one. And here's my two bad ones. Now, I'm not sad about these because I'm a grungy kind of artist. I can totally use these in a more grungy application. I can clean them up just like I did that other one. Just give a little sanding if I don't want that to show through so much. Okay, we can do some cleanup. No big deal. Look at that. Okay. And then when we color over it, add more stuff, it's just going to disappear even more. Okay. Just so fabulous. Now, you don't want to run over your design completely because it will scratch the foil. Okay, I'll show you. So it will eat up your foil, okay, especially on the thinner paper. You see that? And I think Mr. Simon Hurley, you've seen him run his over, and he does that. And I think his is impressed more, but mine doesn't impress that much. So it's sitting right on the surface. So be careful and do a test spot if you're going to use your mono sandy eraser. Okay, and again, I'm not sad about this. I can still use this. Okay, what I would do is probably get another one to make it look like it was intentional, like so, just like that. And then I can use this in another craft project. So always do a test run. And I've got one more piece of foil, so I'm going to click this back in. And if I'm doing cleanup and stuff, I don't plug this back in. I won't plug it in unless I'm absolutely ready, and I'm going to give my focus to this because, as Pam said, it doesn't have a timer. Well, it has its timer, but it doesn't beep or anything. So you don't know that, oh, I'm ready to go. Okay. So you're going to just remember ugly side up. We can see the ugly side because that is our sticky right there. All of that is our sticky. And then we're going to put our paper on top of that. Maybe get over there. Okay. Okay. Just like so. And then we'll wait for the platform ready before we put our plates on.
Ugh.
Yes, you can get some ink oopsies with the sandy eraser. Linda,
You're having oopsies?
Yes, I am. Oh yeah, I was showing how the mono sandy eraser erases oopsies. And somebody said,
yeah, that thing's awesome.
You can erase ink oopsies. To a certain point, you know, ink does bleed down and stain your paper, so it can take off some of it. And yes, I'm still doing a live at 9 p.m. today.
Well, hello, Miss Monica, and hello, Linda. So I'm sorry, guys. I guess it's just one of those days. No, every live is one of those days where something has to go wrong. First, I couldn't get my screen bright enough so I could see what I was doing. Then I had to step on a plate. and it's a corral, so they don't break easy, but when they do, they shatter.
Yes, they do.
So my husband came in here and helped me out with that. It's like I yell across the house, "Can you bring me a broom and dustpan?" Because I'm thinking, get up all the big pieces. And he doesn't hear me. He thinks I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah, right.
and then he does come back in here and help me with it. And he took care of the vacuuming. And I went and put on a pair of sandals because you know there's going to be a shard left in the rug or something.
Yup.
Anyway. Well, I'm back. Oh my goodness. It's just one thing. It's got to be something, you know, it's got to be something.
It's got to be.
Okay, so this has cooled off some. So right now it doesn't look like it's warped, which is awesome. Oh, I need to take a deep breath.
Yep. In breath.
Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, Monica says, I need to get a timetable of everyone's lives. Well, you want to add her onto your list of everybody on your calendar. So I don't think Monica's not in your group, I don't think. But Elizabeth has a calendar of a lot of the lives that she tries to work around over in her Facebook group. So if you want to join her Facebook group, you can also list your lives up there too. Mine are listed up there.
Yeah, right now
as long as I remember to update them.
Right now we just have Linda and you and myself. And if I hear about a glitter grunge one, even though he's not in our group, I do put that because I'm on his moderator on his channel. And then TR, when she wants, she can put those on there.
Yep.
Oh, see, it shifted again.
Huh.
That's because I wiggled a lot trying to get it into my die cutting machine.
Yeah, okay. That could do it. I think that's one reason why my die cutting has gotten so much better over the last year or whatever. It's because I've got my Gemini Junior right there. It's like right beside me. Because when I had to get it, when I was having to stand to do all my die cutting, that sucked. That plus the fact that my plates would get warped because the plates would get warped, which would cause that one's not covering, which would cause my dies sometimes to warp, which really, really, really sucks.
Yep.
Okay, I think I don't know if I've got it all. Yeah, okay, I do. Sometimes when I use the hinge method, I can't get the foil far enough over for it to cover the entire plate. So I don't always know for sure if it's going to work. Let me trim some of this off because I don't really need all of that to go through there. Because that can cause overfoiling too. So I haven't really had a lot of problems with that lately. But I'm going to say tonight, anything that happens tonight is going to be basically just luck.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and heat that one back up. Which it says it's hot, which is good. And then finding things is difficult. Oh, It's because it's right under my nose. Then I put that on top, and then I hit the timer for, again, 15 minutes. And 15 seconds. Yeah, if I put it for 15 minutes, I'd probably burn the house down.
Right?
We don't want to do that, no. Okay, let me grab some more foil and start getting the next one ready. And that beeped, so put it through my Gemini Junior. Also, most of my older videos, until I got the Gemini Junior, I didn't do any kind of die cutting on screen. Because I'd have to get up and go away from my desk. And you can already see through the paper. That's one of the things that shows me that it's done. And I don't know why this is wet. Right. It's got to be humidity or something here. So I can tell that my card panel is now wet.
Uh-oh.
I think it just kind of leached some of the moisture out of it because it is humid here in Florida.
Okay, we'll try that one. So we got Monica into the group.
Awesome.
And if I can find it.
Oh, and did you hear me say that Ryan signed up for the swap?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
I gotta go sign up for him too.
Yeah, I think his post has been in there a couple of days, but yeah, this has got to be humidity. Also, the part right around where the foil plate was, it's a different color now. But you know what? I have ink, so I can make it look pretty.
Fabulous.
Yup. So that will work.
Okay.
And wanting to look at the new comments. This thing is not wanting to work right.
Yep, Monica, I just approved you and tagged you on the calendar. And the calendar is web-based, so you can save it to your desktop and add, well, I'll have to give you a password to add your information. But I'll send you the password and get you, so you can, oops, almost forgot my shim.
Well, don't do that.
I know. We won't have a good...
So now what color foil do I want to do with this? So what I've got so far is just the sentiment on there, and I'm going to go and use this guy, that poinsettia one. I think what I want to do is kind of put it down over, well, darn it. I'm actually going to be covering up some of that, but that's okay. If I do a different color, it'll look good. So I've got red paper, gold foiling for the sentiment. I think I'm going to go green for this. That would look kind of cool. And this is supposed to be, I don't know if this is Spellbinder's foil or not, but that's what it says on my container. So I will assume that it is.
Oh, yep, sorry. Yeah, only a moderator can add links to anybody's live. Do you have a heat? Yes, Pam, I do. This is Amazon heat safe tape, and it comes in 2 rolls, and there's quite a bit on it. It works pretty darn good.
So what link are they wanting to have added?
The chat was sassy, but Monica found me, so somebody shared.
So it's not a link that's needed in this. It's one that was on your group.
Yeah. No, just a link
Something
to
like
the group.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That did not work for me. Although
you got that one.
Yeah.
I've made a couple of cards. I made a couple of cards with that one. That is pretty.
But yeah, so it underfoiled a little bit. I might need to change my shim, because even though you pick a shim, the more you use it, the flatter it gets. So this is no longer 120, so I'm gonna have to stick another shim in there and burn my fingers, but that's okay. And I got that sticky all over. My bad. But this one, it's still good. It's you know, when things underfoil a little bit, yeah, it's not perfect, it's not fabulous, and I've got a little bit of overfoiling, but I work with that. I don't mind it. It doesn't hurt my feelings. So we're gonna plug this back in. You are
absolutely right.
And Gemini, you're really annoying.
I'm probably gonna do it both.
Just take your stuff out of my way. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. We'll use both these little shims. That might be too much, but we'll try it anyways. So we got that in there. We're gonna get some more. I'm actually gonna do it this way this time, I think. Okay, get that on there. Scratching my foil a little bit. I should have done it from the other side.
Okay. I found my mint tape, so this should work better than the other tape did. Plus, it's wider. At some point, I need to try out the yellow tape from Spellbinders, but every time I've looked at the site, the stuff's been out of stock. And I really don't need to shop anymore.
Right?
It's like, instead I want to use my birthday money that my mother-in-law gave me. I want to use that for, like, tech. To fix my friggin' tech, right?
Right.
I mean, my biggest problem with tech right now is just I don't think that my my system's not quite strong enough.
Right. That's what my problem is.
Yeah. I need a new I need a new processor. However, in order to get a new processor, I need a new motherboard because the next level up requires a different motherboard than what I've got. And so my husband looked at pricing when I was complaining about it like a week ago again, and it's going to be about $520, I think he said.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Which means everybody needs to sign up for my workshop so I can get the tech I need for my computer. I did notice you signed up, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Yes, I did.
I hope it's going to be fun for you guys. But you just have to remember, this is my first one, meaning I'm probably going to make some mistakes. There's probably going to be, tech issues. But I am going to do my best, and with the intention of tweaking whatever needs to get tweaked ongoing as we go forward with more workshops and classes and that kind of thing. But I've been wanting to do the teaching thing for a while. And doing the lives with you guys is basically giving me lots and lots and lots of practice and training. So you guys are awesome.
Yeah. Practice is always good.
Absolutely. Cordelia says, yeah, I keep saying I'm not going to spend on craft supplies. Yeah, I know how that goes.
Yep.
Okay, so this one I don't think went in long enough because I did not increase how long to do it. I only did it for the 15 seconds, and that's a bigger plate. So I'm going to do another... I'm going to do 8 because it's cooled down just enough, I think, for 8 to be kind of the equivalent of what 5 would have been if I had done it right.
Yeah.
This one I think needed at least 15 to 20. Or at least 20 to 25. So we will see.
So TR, she says, I remember my question. Can you use regular dyes with this to do what regular foil plates do? Now, you can, there is a way, there is a special sandwich you can do to do cutting dies. Now, here's the thing. If you foil a cutting die, you cannot cut with that cutting die on the foiled image because you're going to cut right where you foiled it. So you'll have to fussy cut around it. But yes, technically you can.
So I think what I'm going to do after I finish this one, that looks kind of cool. I think I'm going to actually wind up covering. I was thinking about putting this on the other side, but I can't do it because it's going to cover too much of that Happy Holidays. But this I can trim down, and that should be enough to be able to do a card from that. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and grab a die and kind of show how you can do that. Let's see, what do I have close by? I've got these snowflakes. And this is where I've seen it done, but I haven't done it yet. So I think I'm going to pick one of the... I don't want to do this intricate one just because I think that's a little bit too much. Actually, I may have done one at one point and cut the wrong way. So you don't want your blades, the sharp pieces, to go down. Well, you can and you can't. You don't want it cutting into this map, though. That's one of the things.
Yeah.
And I've got a... If I remember correctly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, one of the things you want is one of your rubber mats that's for embossing, right?
Right. Your tan.
So if I remember right, I need to put the die down because we need the hot piece down. And then I can put a piece of cardstock. I need a piece of foil first. I'm going to just use what's left over of this foil. And I'm going to go face down with the foil on top of my little die there. And then I'm going to put my paper down. And then I'm going to put my
I lost my sandy
rubber mat. And then this one. And this should be only like a 10-second, but it's actually not quite hot enough. So now I have to wait for it to heat up. While it's doing that, I'm taking the rubber piece off. I don't...
All right. I just buried it. I am a dork.
Yeah, Monica, you're right. I love that you can do that. But the thing is, I'm learning more and more that there are so many different things that you can do. For instance, I mean, not just with this product, but like this guy, the stamping foam. I hadn't thought about doing it with dies, but you can do this with dies.
Yes, you can.
And I'm thinking I could do it with my foil plates. Basically anything with texture. This side is the snowflakes background from Simon Hurley that is awesome, that rubber one. But this side, I pressed it into a blanket and got this cool pattern. Okay, so this guy is ready. So I'm going to put the rubber mat back down, which I don't use very often because every time I send it through with something, it winds up getting all stretched out, which means I need a new one.
Okay.
And I didn't start the timer. Now I can start the timer. Okay.
This one had a lot of overfoiling. I had too much shim on that one. Yep. I'm actually going to change up my paper because part of this I think is my paper because I'm using my thin paper. So we're going to swap it out. Don't heat up yet. I'm going to swap you out.
So Pam doesn't want to hear us. I just noticed what she said a couple of minutes ago. I have my headphones on, so if Elizabeth or Debbie say anything, I won't hear it. Okay, so almost looks like this one got overfoiled. Probably because of the rubber mat.
Oh, no. She's saying that her husband won't hear it.
I must have read it wrong because I thought she said she won't hear it. Oh, he won't hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wound up with some overfoiling, but that also just showed me something else. Just using this mat made it so that I was using all that waste foil. I think I'm going to have to try this again because it didn't really work the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
I had too much pressure because of this guy.
Yeah, you gotta change your...
But I also didn't... Well, the only thing that I had in there was the rubber mat, my paper, and this shim. The plate that comes with it that you have to use. But I don't really want to cut into it.
Chop, chop. Where's my chop, chop?
So, let's try that again.
Yeah, I'm going to switch
and since I don't have that much foil left...
Like 80 pound. 80 pound! Hopefully it's better than the 65 pound. Because I know I was getting some really awesome results. I think it was my paper. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so we're gonna grab some different foil.
Let's see, do I have any more waste foil? Nope, of course not. Not right here. Here's some waste foil. So this one I'm going to do, I don't care that it says boo, because this is just an experiment, and I'm just going to cover part of it with the foil, because whatever. Set. Pretty side down. Have to remember, pretty side down.
Yep.
And then I'm just putting a spare tag that's sitting here. And we will see how that one does.
Ooh, let's use some black. That'll be pretty. Okay. Now this time, we're not going to scratch our foil. Do this the right way.
Yeah, don't scratch your foil. And we'll see if it works without the rubber thing. Because all of this may mean that my Gemini Junior has just the right amount of pressure for this stuff without needing a shim. Nope, it doesn't look like anything happened. You can see a little bit of an indentation on there, so I'm going to go ahead and try it again, which might mean it didn't get hot enough, or it didn't have enough pressure. So I'll use this one that's kind of a mess up as the extra shim and see if that works. Do another 10 seconds.
What is up with this dye? Why is it like
Pam says that her personal tech person hubby handles all of her computer stuff. I know that Monica's does too, because we were talking tech stuff yesterday. My husband pretty much does as well. But that's just when it comes to doing the installation and all that kind of stuff and figuring out what actual components I need and how good of a deal I can get. Okay, so this should be... Can't tell. Oh, I know why. This is not hot foil. Do not do this, guys. I just realized that with it, I put it in the wrong bin or something. This is not hot foil. The boo on this one was because I did a toner foiling with it. So this scrap is not a hot foil scrap.
Right.
Where is my other bin for the hot foil? Let me put this down. See, that's what I get. I put it in the wrong bin. This one I've got labeled as hot foil, and I put it in the wrong one. Because it's also got hot foil ones in here. Because these guys, I recognize all of the pretties. Those are actually hot foil. This one was not. Okay. So I'm going to try it again with this pretty blue foil.
Oh, I forgot to corner my tape.
What'd you do?
Oh yeah, my roll of tape. I forgot to corner it.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier to be able to find the end. Oh, wow. Monica says that her son rebuilt a laptop for her.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, T, I'm not afraid of color, says she needs terabytes. Yeah, for Christmas, I got was it 2? A 2T? Yeah. I got a 2 terabyte solid state drive that he just got, I just let him finally get into my computer to put it in not too long ago. So I've got plenty of space now, but that doesn't mean my CPU is fast enough. Right. That's my problem. Is my CPU, not that I don't know if it's where it's not fast enough or what. I just know it doesn't have enough power to do everything that I want to do.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
What's the matter, Elizabeth?
Oh, lining this particular one up is kind of frustrating me. I don't know what's
I understand that, hon. I do understand.
I'm like, because I want the edge of it like it's supposed to be, and I don't know. I'm just not functioning properly today. Let's try that.
I'm glad to know it's not just me.
Yeah.
Love you, girl. Mean it.
Right? We're just gonna do that. Call it good. Stay put. Okay, now we've got our little image. We're gonna put it face down.
Okay, so let's see how this does. I'm hoping.
And I don't have to worry about because my platform is wide, so that I can hang off a bit. Ay. Turn on.
Okay. This is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know if you can see it because there's so much white. But the die has a very thin line for cutting. But this snowflake on here has got that thin line of... I have to get this so that you guys can actually see it. Let's see, lower exposure a little bit. Okay, now you should be able to see it. Well, maybe not. Now it's too dark. Okay, now you should be able to see it. So TR, this is what it looks like when you do it correctly with a die. A lot of it depends on the pressure on your machine and what kind of shims that you had to use. For me, I did not need a shim for this. Well, I put a scrap piece of cardstock in there just in case as a shim. But other than that, I didn't need anything additional. And I need to remember that because I thought I needed to use my rubber mat, my embossing mat. Because usually if you're wanting to do an embossing with a die, you have to use your embossing mat.
Yeah.
But this looks pretty good. At least it looks good on StreamYard. When I'm looking at my OBS, it kind of looks like blurry crap. But anywho. And that's just using a couple of scraps, but that did turn out pretty good. So yes, if it's metal, you can foil with it. And I believe we could also do it on the other side, but the problem we have if you try to foil this part instead of the blade part is that you could cut into your mat. And I think I may have tried that at one point on my old one, which is why I thought I needed this mat. Yeah, the cut side needs to be going towards your paper. So you put it flat side down, and then you put your foil over it. And I know this is waste. You put your foil over it, and then you would put your paper over the top of that. And then I put an extra cardstock shim, and then my plate. And perfect. I am too zoomed in. You got perfect foiling? Okay, we have to see.
Almost perfect.
Okay, giving you single layout, honey, so that we can see. Oh, yes.
Okay, so
I think the last one I got that was close to perfect was I did in purple. It was so pretty.
There is a little bit of underfoiling, and that I'm not worried about. I mean, the majority of it is perfect foiling. Now, the difference is I went from 65-pound accent opaque to 80-pound accent opaque. And I don't know if you can see, but I had a lot of overfoiling, splotchies, and this one, some underfoiling. And then the next thing it did is, because this is a thicker paper, it did impress it a little bit more. So it's not as much on the surface. But I've got a little bit of overfoiling there. I mean, minute pieces there. And a little underfoiling in just a couple of spots. But for me, for what I do, it's fine for me, you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Especially since you can always add ink to it. And that could camouflage any kind of issue you might have on there. But that is gorgeous.
Yep. And so now, if I can... My heat-resistant tape, if I were taking better care of it, you literally can reuse it. So I'm going to put that aside. Let's see if we can't get another 80-pound of this. And what we're... Oops. Just one. See if I cut this just right. Nope.
Yeah, that's one of the things with that image. It is a little bit hard to find the right one, but that also means you have some scraps you can use for some smaller things.
Yeah. That's all right. Let's do that one. Since I have to cut another piece, let's do that one. Let's do that one in Christmas red.
Oh, yes. Also, you're kind of lucky with that one. The branches where they are kind of going off of the page, at least they're lined up so that you're able to do the hinge method if you want.
Yeah, I'm not very good at the hinge method. I tried.
Yeah, I'm getting better. The thing is, if you use the wider tape, it makes it a lot easier. And mint tape is like a paper tape, which means it's easy to fold.
Yeah.
TR, that is a Spellbinder's plate that she's using. I think it's been discontinued. If I remember right, you got that not too long ago, and I got it not too long ago on sale.
I got it
right after that they they discontinued it.
Yeah,
which sucks.
I don't even know if I have.
I think it's like Oh Happy Day.
Yes, it is. It's a 4-piece Oh Happy Day.
Yeah. And I have my O and Happy and Day taped together. It's like just using the mint tape because it lasts. But yeah, I love that one too, TR.
Okay, so we're going to plug that back in. I'm not even going to trim this foil. I'm just going to set it on there. If it overfoils, it'll still be pretty. Do I want to? I don't know. I'm going to set that on there like so.
So Pam says she's got to put one live on the TV so she can watch T also.
Yep.
The hard part with trying to watch two lives at the same time is that you can't understand what either side's saying. Because I've tried doing that before too, and that's even with just watching some videos. Sometimes it's hard to do that. So let's see if this foiled, or do I have to go back through again? So I'm just going to lift the edge to see. Oh, and that worked. It worked perfect. Except, oh, did I put? What did I do up there? It looks like it didn't get quite enough on the edge there, and I don't really know why. That's okay. That's okay. It's like I had it covered with foil, but the foil, for whatever reason, just didn't catch there.
Okay.
So I've got another one of those panels, and next I think I'm going to switch over to some red. I think I have some red somewhere. And do a couple of panels on the green. Because I need like a dozen poinsettia cards.
Right?
So you guys are helping me be able to get some of the stuff done that I needed to get done that I haven't had time to get done. I literally, let's see, on what's today? Today's Tuesday.
Yes,
Today I edited one video and got that one uploaded. And so Monica, your video is up for your shop that's coming up next weekend.
Oh.
So I got that one done, and then yesterday I edited 3 videos and got those uploaded. And the day before that was when I recorded 3 of the 4 videos, and the night before that I recorded another video. And this is because I'm going out of town and can't get them done while I'm gone.
Right. Now, and you don't have to throw away these little scraps.
Yeah, you don't want to throw them away.
Hot foil, toner foil, any kind of foil, doesn't matter what kind it is, will stick with adhesive. So if you have a scrap and you're like, oh, how do I want to use this? Well, you can get yourself some double-sided stick tape. I'm just going to do a little sample here so I can show you guys. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's lots of ways to use foil without having to have a machine.
Yep. Just know that it's a little bit more expensive to use hot foil in the glue method, but
if it's waste foil, go for it.
Yeah, if it's waste foil, and you just burnish. Maybe, am I getting all this tape on there? I can't see what I'm doing. But you'll get the idea of it.
Yeah, that's one method. Both Elizabeth and I have both done videos on before where you can use the Decofoil transfer gel. That stuff works with basically any kind of foil that you have.
Okay, and it just.
But she's right. The hot foil is more expensive, so you want to try to stick to just using your clean sheets anyway. You want to stick to just using those with your hot foil machine.
But you can use this when you're doing like the alcohol inks and you're trying to see if it sticks. You can use this. You can use the glue that dries kind of weird, the duo foil, the deco stuff.
The Decofoil transfer gel. Yep. And I saw where, I'm trying to remember if it was with you or with something else, but Simon said you can use it with lunar paste.
Yes, it's not
that you can
perfect.
foil over lunar paste. Yeah, it's kind of a grungy, distressed look, but yeah, you can use it with that. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I forgot my shim. Forgot my shim.
That is still very pretty.
Yeah, and once I ink over that, and maybe I'll put a stencil right over that area so it just kind of sets that back in there. I'm not sad about that. Okay. And then this here. Ooh, come on. You can see it pulled it off pretty good, and it left a nice big impression.
That one is one that would look really, really nice on toner.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a toner sheet. So you'd have that black silhouette. A lot of times I don't like the black silhouette so much, so I don't really do it much with the toner sheets, but that would look gorgeous.
Yeah, and then if you don't want the black show through, you just put another piece of foil over the top and run it through again and have double foiling.
Absolutely.
But that kind of peeled it up.
That's a Christmas card right there, hon. Putting that on a black toner sheet and adding a Christmas sentiment with that sparkly red foil, that is a perfect Christmas card.
There we go. All right, so we got those. So I've got quite a few. So let's show what we can do with these. I'm going to turn this little beauty off. What time do we got? We've got 6:40. Yeah, I can make a couple cards.
Well, another thing that you can do with either of these machines is you can use your plates to do a letterpress without the foil. You don't have to do the foil. I mean, one of the things that makes this look so nice and look so finished is the way it basically presses the image into your cardstock. I mean, the foil is just lots of it's basically lots of sparkly goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to try running this one through one more time. And probably needed a few more seconds instead of the... I'm going to go with another 10. Probably need to do this plate with like 25 instead of 20. Because it looks good, but it's still, there's that one place that didn't quite get it. And I don't know if it's just the positioning on my foil press platform or what. What I don't like is the fact that this thing is, trying to warp. I'm going to try what Pam said. I don't know if I can do it because this thing is warm. So I'm going to try sending it through upside down.
Let's do that. And... What did I do with my mat?
You're starting to sound like me.
Oh, I moved everything. It's buried. Oh, that's okay. It's gonna grab my sticky mat that TR gave me, but I'll just do this. So I'm gonna grab sidewalk chalk, which to me is like a pinky color, but Simon says it's purple, but that's okay. That is not my pink one. I see it as a
I have
pink.
the same issue on this side where I guess it's where my plate is just not doing something. This edge right here is... Oh. That's because that's where it doesn't go any further than that. Oh, that's weird. I didn't notice that before. These leaves, I was thinking that there was something wrong with my foiling because it basically looks like it cut off right there.
Yeah, you're supposed
like
to
the rest of that.
You're
it's where
stamping it wrong on the paper.
No, the plate ends there.
I know, it's meant for the skinnier part of the A2.
Oh, so it's supposed to go like this. That makes sense. Durr. It's like, well, what the heck am I doing wrong? Thank you, Elizabeth. I feel like an idiot.
No. I think I have that one.
Huh?
I think I have that one, or no, it's my spider web. It's designed to go on the skinnier spot. So I have a plate that's kind of like that. It is,
yeah. Okay, so TR is asking, what was I talking about where I said that you could use this without the foil? So I don't want to use my green because I'm using that for these Christmas cards. Let me grab another piece of cardstock and cut it down. That's heavyweight. And I think it'll work good with the heavyweight. So this one is the Accent Opaque 110 pound. So it's basic on most of your plates, TR, you're probably seeing that it says foil press and then it says letterpress. Letterpress is one of the old school techniques. I don't even know how old that is, but it's basically where the images were pressed into the paper. Kind of like, I guess, like embossing maybe?
Yeah, letterpress is how they started. Back in the day, the printing for newspapers and stuff, specialty books, that was letterpress, and they put the plates down, they inked them up, and then they put the paper, and then so much pressure between the rollers would smash everything together, and that ink would go deep into the paper and leave it like a debossed, and that was their letterpress system. And
so I just ran one through, and this is the first time I've tried it too. I just ran one through with my my foil press. I probably could have just done it with regular die cutting plates. So I don't know if you can see it. This is going to be kind of a white. Let me adjust my exposure again, because maybe then you'll be able to see it. No, it doesn't look like you can see it. Anyway, this one it's kind of pretty. It's got it basically embossed into the plate into my cardstock using this. I think the easiest way for you to be able to see that is if I go over it with a little bit of ink. So let's see, we've got that one let's go with red. So I'm just taking out one of my brushes that I use. I'm just going to go over this lightly with the spare ink that's already on there. And I'm going to adjust this again because apparently I now am too dark to see. Again. And still too dark.
Ooh, isn't that blue so pretty?
So yes, just like an embossing folder would do. But this is another way that you can use your glimmer plates. And I don't know if you can see that. It's probably not quite dark enough.
Mm-mm-mm. Okay, and we're going to there we go. Stencil! I need stencil. I have some whole stencil. Where are you? That one's got the really pretty foliage on it.
So I'm trying to go with the Okay, I am going to pull up mine as the main one to see if it makes it easier to see.
Okay.
So can you see that better? Okay, I think you can see it a little bit better. So the darker lines here is what are the lines that came from this foil plate. I still don't like the exposure and stuff though. Goodness, that's way too bright now. I really don't. My camera is a Logitech, and the software that comes with it is like you have to use it separate from anything else you're using. And StreamYard really doesn't have a good way to be able to see the stuff. And to me, looking at the StreamYard thing, I'm thinking that my computer is not very happy today because it is kind of. I think I'm maxed out. I've maxed out my CPU. That's for sure. So it's like everything is a little bit, I don't know, kind of blurry for some reason. I do not like that. So I'm going to bring you back up because for some reason yours look better than the stuff that's coming from my computer to my computer. It's like it does not make sense.
Huh.
And it might look better on the actual screen. I don't know.
So Zoila, thank you, Debbie. Zoila. No, there is no chance of it peeling up or anything. Once you've impressed it, either toner foiling or hot foiling, such as this, once that foil is glued down, it's going to stay down. Now, the only time it's going to peel up is sometimes when you do toner foiling. I haven't encountered it here, but toner foiling will peel a little bit more foil off the page, and so it kind of floats right there, but you can dust those off. But you ink up right over the top of everything, and then you can take a dry rag and just clean your foil, and then you are back to shimmery, fabulous goodness.
Absolutely.
And here I'm just taking some Love Struck, and oops, that was blue. That was smart. Taking some Love Struck to put some more design over that, just to kind of hide the fact that I underfoiled right there. See, right there. But yeah, stencils. They're so pretty.
Yeah, I think the hardest part for me with any of playing with foil in general, it took me a long time to be willing to do any of that. It's just that I was thinking, foil's expensive. I was thinking foil's expensive. I'm one that I was basically not willing to let go of any piece of scrap, paper, whatever, at all. And I'm trying to finally get to the point where I know, it's just paper. If you mess up, it's okay.
Yep.
Which means you don't worry about it. Just experiment and have fun.
Yep.
And it's basically taken me 3 years of doing a lot of crafting to get that in my head.
Yep. And if you mess up and you're like, like this one, remember I have my overfoiling, I have that. Well, then we just turn it into another type of project. So I'm going to
Absolutely. Or like a lot of folks say, I hear Catherine Pooler say this quite a bit, mistakes are just a chance for embellishment.
Yep.
We've all got sequins. We've all got that kind of stuff. So yeah, we can always make it work. And if it's unsalvageable, chuck it. It's okay. Yep. It's just paper. And every bit of time that you spend doing this stuff, yes, it's lost time if it's a project you can't use, but you know what? It's where you got to learn a little bit more about what does and does not work. If you think about Edison, he discovered thousands and thousands and thousands of ways not to make a light bulb before he finally made one that worked.
Yep. That is so true.
Now, I want to know is who was it earlier that was complaining about the Christmas music?
That was Miss Pam.
it's like, well, Miss Pam, I've been playing Christmas music for a month. No, I was playing Halloween music when I did all my Halloween stuff. Well, now it is November. So, yes, it's time for Christmas music.
Yep. Only because there's no Thanksgiving music, Yeah,
well, there's the Charlie Brown song, the Over the River and Through the Woods. To grandmother's. That's the only Thanksgiving song that I think I've ever heard.
Adam Sandler did that Thanksgiving song.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to find that.
Oh, that one's old. You don't know the Adam Sandler, the turkey song? Oh,
I've heard so many. It's one of those, I don't know the words to it. No, Todd, you need to find the turkey song from Adam Sandler and play it for me.
Let's see. And then what do we want? I want to put something else in there.
Okay, so this looks better, right, Elizabeth? This one's actually in the right direction.
Yeah,
even though I did miss a little bit of the foiling on the side. That looks better.
Okay, I'm missing. What do I want?
And this is something I should know because I am a Spellbinders person, right?
Right? Silly goose.
So I'm a silly goose now. Elizabeth called me a silly goose, Todd. Okay, so I am going to use the rest of this because it's not going to cover all of this part of the... You can't even see it because I don't have it over there. Why is my zoom wrong? Anyway, when I put this one down to go this direction, it might do. I was thinking I was going to have enough extra foil, but I don't think I'm gonna. I might. I might have enough foil. I'll just trim the edges, I think, and I'll have enough foil.
It needs to be like blue. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, my brain just stopped again. Which way does it go?
Which way do you go, George? Which way do you go?
Okay, it goes this way. Okay. And my tape has basically lost its sticky, but I've used it a lot. I've put it on a lot of these. Now I need another piece.
Oh, that's better. That's better. Look at that.
And that was a good use, putting all those flowers with that and stenciled with the gold butterflies just hanging out up there. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so TR is gone. She is leaving us now, but she thanked us for answering her beginner questions, which I expect more beginner questions as soon as we get to play with your system.
Yeah.
So I am planning on having her back on as close as I can get it into probably January, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do it before the first of the year. But you never know. I might be able to squeeze it in somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do a midday, midweek or something. Because you guys seem to like it when I do those impromptu things.
Okay. Let's do these.
Oh, Monica Taylor says that she loves your personality.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that Elizabeth is nuts.
Hey, I try.
Yep, I know. Tell me something. Are you noticing a delay between us? Because usually on StreamYard, I'm talking over you, but I'm not noticing it this time.
No. No.
Maybe they fixed it. I know that they're making some changes and such to StreamYard, which is kind of cool. Right now, I'm waiting on this to heat up. So anyway, one thing that they're doing is they've created something called Teams, where you can have someone else, kind of like a moderator, on your channel.
Oh, nice.
You know, like where they can go in and basically they can be the producer in the background.
Oh, that's cool.
But one of the things I heard that that you'd be able to do is possibly live stream to 2 people's channels at the same time. And everybody with the free version of StreamYard gets one free extra slot for someone on their team. Meaning I could have me on there as one of the seats, and then I could have somebody else on as another one of those seats.
Cool.
So that's kind of cool. You gotta be using the slippery when wet. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
It just...
I may have to take it out of town with me.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out what crafty supplies I need to take with me, but I may have to take that with me.
It adds so much to just about anything. And all I did was add a few, because I have dots in there, but I just decided to add a few spots of the lunar paste, and you can use whatever color. But I thought I almost went with blue, and then I'm like, man, let's do gold.
Yeah, I think gold gives it a little bit more contrast. If you went in with the blue, it would kind of mix a little bit with the purple.
Yeah. But we just put that wherever we want it. 3 little zones. Well, I did 4 zones because I had extra paper showing. But that's okay.
Okay, that turned out perfect. So this one I used the plate. Let go. I used the plate twice, and that gave me basically a border of poinsettias that I can add another sentiment on the inside. And yes, you can refoil the same page. You can foil it multiple times. You can do it in different colors, all of that. So I can come back in with one of these other sentiments, like the Happy Holidays or the Merry Christmas, and do that like in gold in the middle. I think I did that one on blue last time with kind of the same red. But I think I want it to be the brighter Christmassy colors. So I've got one. Need to go. No, I'm not going to do that one. 2, 3, 4 panels so far.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
And then this, yeah. And then this one is in a good shape to do some waste foiling that would give me all of those pretty white. It would have basically white outlines of poinsettias if I did that on. You could use that. Oh, I forgot the name again. I did that last time when I used this stuff. Actually, I could do this even with the transfer gel. Cover the entire sheet and put that down, and it would lift all of the foil up. But there are different ways that you can use your waste foil. Okay, so what do I have left? I think I need to start adding some sentiments to these so that they'll be mostly ready. And I do like this one with the Merry Christmas. So what I did with it is I had taped, last time I used it, I taped everything together. So I've actually got 2 sentiments on there where it says wishing you A as one of the plates, and then I've got Merry Christmas as the second one. So I can use them both together and just place them where I want.
There you go.
And I think I'm going to go with gold. Or, since this is so small, I might be able to use up some of my actual hot foil waste. Like, I don't know how rose gold would look with the red on green. I don't know that that would look right. I think it needs to be gold. And I'm looking to see if I have any waste that's about the right size. I can use that one. Yeah, Sandy, you're right about putting the Gemini Junior on top of it. I have definitely done that before. And I just tried it doing it upside down. The hard part is that the platform is pretty warm by the time it gets that way. And trying to hold it upside down and have it go in correctly is a little bit difficult.
A little bit toasty.
Yep. Just a little bit. And I do like my little quick cutter thing. This works so well. As most of you guys probably don't remember how much trouble I was having just trying to get any of my foil to actually sit still long enough for me to cut it.
Right.
And I was thinking, why would I need to get that thing? I mean, it's just, why? It's not needed. Yeah, and then it turns out that it's very, very useful.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try to get that straightened up. So when you're putting your plates down on your cardstock, you kind of want to treat it just like you do your stamp to try to get it positioned right. That's where the tape comes in. Just like with stamps and with stamps and dies. So if you have it lined up right, then it's perfect. I love doing it. I love it when I only have to try to do it once and I don't waste what I just tried. That's what makes using just printing it out on a computer and foiling that makes that so attractive.
Right.
That is so easy, but I still feel like I'm cheating sometimes if I do that. Oh, that is awesome. Crystal's having sausage and waffles for dinner.
Yep.
We usually have like eggs. Like eggs and sausage or whatever meat we happen to have as leftovers and put it in a tortilla and that's dinner. I think tonight's going to be hamburgers because we have a couple of them still cooked and we aren't taking out any more meat before we leave because we do not need leftovers in the fridge for a week. And I don't need it to go that long because that sentiment's kind of middle. So what kind of stamp are you using right now, Miss Elizabeth?
It's by Finnabar, and it's just a font that's kind of pretty. I don't know if it actually says anything, but I think, yeah, see, like that, I don't think that's a word.
So it's just random text.
Yeah,
random letters.
Or it's a different language, like the, I don't know. You know, that's random text stuff. So that is my light. So I need to upgrade it to some darker stuff. So I like to try and do a light, medium, and dark. So we're gonna go with some hickory smoke.
And you're just putting it on there random, no plan.
Yeah, you just kind of, oops.
I am trying to learn to do that, or trying to let myself do that. Yeah, that's my OCD kicking in, saying, no, I can't do that.
I should do a class to teach rando stamping.
Well, the hardest part is making yourself be willing to do it. That is, I think, the hardest part of it. It's the whole mixed media thing.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to do this one right there. I love this one. We're going to do this one full on jet black. Better stamp that one good. I think I want to stamp that one good.
Okay, so it looks like I got perfect foiling on there, except it's a little bit crooked, but you know what? All I have to do is trim it so that it's straight. And then put a piece of either gold or red foil cardstock behind it as a mat, and we're good. So that's pretty.
Aha! There we go.
Okay. Todd, could you bring me the garbage can? I can't throw away foil that can't be used because I can't reach it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to use some plain gold foil. Okay, Crystal, go have your dinner, honey. We will see you over in Elizabeth's live in about an hour. No, about 2 hours.
9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern.
We've decided we're not going to be doing the whole time change thing. So we go to bed an hour early and we eat dinner an hour early and all of the good stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my husband's. It was his unilateral decision. I think we did the same thing last year.
Yeah. I think
you probably
Tim
didn't
Holt
hear him, but he just said,
too.
"Yep." Huh?
I think Tim Holt said he does that too. They don't follow it.
Yeah.
But so I wish they wouldn't do it. I mean, it's so annoying for me.
Yeah, it's basically outdated. I mean, the reason that they had it was back in the day when everybody was a farmer.
Yeah. And the farmers can make their own schedule, you know. They're pretty competent people. They can do, you know, pay attention when the sun goes down and stuff.
Yep.
Clean up. I love that. I don't know if there's anything left.
I think that's probably the first step in learning to do mixed media is using all the stuff that you need to clean up as another opportunity.
I've watched
crafting.
a lot of mixed media artists and they don't. They don't.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like, hey, you're wasting all that. And I'm like, hey, wait. I'm not going to be wasteful. I get inky fingers. I'm going to run everything over because it does such unique stuff. And
Exactly.
It's never the same cleanup twice. Like this one, you know, I did a little bit of stamping and stuff before I did the ink smooshing. And with the paper still a little damp, then I did this big old stencil until it pulled more of the ink off.
Mm-hmm.
But you can still see, and like my little dots here, those are cleanup dots, and they're still shimmery and sparkly, even though there's no, you can't feel them. They're like embedded in the paper.
Right.
But yeah, I'm all for just doing a cleanup just to see what it does, and I like it. I like it a lot. So now my stencils are clean. Haha.
Yeah, my stencils don't get clean very well.
Okay,
I try. I do try, but it doesn't always work.
And that's okay. All right. Need to put those away. So we did those. I've got that one. Ugh. And those are almost dry. They're dried to the light touch, but underneath, because they're kind of thick. I made these ones kind of thick, so they need a little extra time to dry. Well, look at that. Where's the bird one? Oh, there's the bird one. Yeah, look at that one. I like that one.
Oh, yeah. With the glowing behind it, I hadn't noticed that. That is so pretty.
Thank you. I think this one needs a black background. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, black matte.
Oh, I don't know.
A black matte or a red matte?
Yeah, I guess I could. Or white and black. Oh, I like that. I like that. So we're going to trim it and then get it a white backing. White backing, white and black. Okay, choppy chop. Yeah, see, Monica says they don't change time in Arizona.
Yeah, she lives up the street from Tim. I think they're like in the same town.
So I want a good portion of black. So I'm not going to go white to 5. Okay. It's going to be a little over 5 1/4. So then we do 4 1/4. So we're going to do just a little over 4. Right? So then when this one goes to do 5 1/4. By 4. I think I'll take a little bit off the top and the other side. Make sure that's 4. That should give us a thin white border. Fabulous. And then that is going to be on our, oops, got the wrong one. There we go. Do need to trim that white down just a little bit more. Just a hair more. Actually, I could go quite a bit more. All right, let's do it. Slicey, slicey.
Yeah, I'm not really talking enough. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, they understand. They understand.
It's like I'm focusing.
Yo, we're trying to make some beautiful cards with our stuff. There we go.
That one I cut wrong. Okay, let me grab another piece of white. Do I have any of the lightweight stuff in here?
There we go. That's better. Ooh, that's better. Look at all my little shavings to the trash bin. We don't change. Yes, not too far. So Monica says, yep, not too far from Tim. And then she says, ECR coming out very pretty. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it. All right. And then we're going to do a wheel of drawing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Might help if I put the mic down near my mouth.
Maybe.
Just a little bit, you know? Maybe.
Just a wee bit.
Let's see if I calculated this right. So I'm wanting to put... I'm going to trim that just a little bit more. I want a little bit of an edge in white and then green foil and then on a white card base. And this is mainly because I did the cut wrong. I mean, I did the foiling wrong and didn't know it. So there's my white mat, and then I'm going to put a green mat. And then put it onto a white card base and then add a couple of gems or Nuvo drops. I think I need like the Nuvo drops for the little berries.
Something's not
okay, let me go ahead and pull that. So this card, since it's the first one done, will be going to someone. And...
Man.
Okay, so now you guys can hear me, I think. Let me try refreshing that thing. There we go. Would help if I could see it, which I can't. So we're gonna have Elizabeth is thinking that's funny, so awesome. But so we're picking Oh, I need to help if I got into the screen where I can actually do the things. That's what I get for trying to do something that didn't work. So that was getting deleted from there because that does not work. Get rid of that. Delete that piece. Yes, delete that. Let's go back to StreamYard, and then pull up another screen to do the actual giveaway. It is what it is.
Yep.
And I know what part of it is. Oh, my screen actually looks clearer on OBS. I guess now I know why it wasn't wanting to work. I had one thing in there that didn't need to be in there.
Uh-oh.
Oh well. But now I know. And because I know, I cannot do it again.
Of course. Gotta write that stuff down once you figure it out. It's like, oh yeah, don't do that.
And I just realized that they probably had a little bit of an echo because I didn't turn off my mic on the main piece.
Oh.
It's kind of, you have to, it's a tech thing. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the giveaway tool again. And hopefully it will work this time.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, let me get you back on there. Sorry, hun.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Fine. They can see. Oh, okay.
Well, they weren't able to see because I switched screens.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's
so
okay.
we did sidewalk chalk in the center, and then we blended out with some triple berry. Okay, and then we threw in our new no diving, and that no diving. Woo! That is such a pretty blue. But yeah, so just my Simon Hurley inks, and then this one, the red right here, is Love Struck, the new Love Struck.
That is lovely.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to the giveaway.
All right, giveaway.
Okay, so now you should be able to hear me, and I've got the giveaway tool up. So I picked today's broadcast, and I'm going to start collecting the comments. I'll give you a second, though, so if you haven't already commented in the chat, go ahead and do so now so you can be in the giveaway. First card we're going to be doing is giving away that Pretty Bird card that Elizabeth made. So whoever I pick here is going to get that one. Monica says, you guys talk about Simon Hurley like she talks about Tim Holland. Yeah, well, we love both of them. I mean, come on. So let's go ahead and see who wins. Who's going to be winning Miss Elizabeth. So we've got 11 different people have commented in first drawing. And the first winner is Miss Gloria Wolf. Gloria Wolf is going to receive Miss Elizabeth's card. I think we both have your email, Miss Gloria, but if not, I am going to go ahead and put my email address in the chat. So you guys can, whoever wins the other one too, go ahead and send me an email on those. That also reminds us that we need to mail those out. And let me make sure it's spelled right. Yep, that looks good. So that is my email address there. So we're going to go ahead and do the second drawing, and that one is going to be getting this foiled Happy Holidays poinsettia card from me. And Ms. Zoila, you win it this time, honey. Awesome. Congratulations, both of you guys. Be sure to send me an email letting me know what it was you won and which live stream it was that you won it on, and we will get those mailed out. We also, of course, need your mailing address. So now I am back over to StreamYard with Miss Elizabeth.
So Gloria won my card?
Yes, ma'am, she did.
All right. I have her address.
Awesome. I thought you did, and I know I've got it too. So I don't believe I've got Ms. Zoila, so I do need her to email me to let me know her address and such. And you were about to say something.
Yeah, Gloria, do you have a preference, or do you want to be surprised at which one you get?
I like them both, but you know what? Which one I would like the most? I love that bird. That is just so, so, so pretty.
Okay. Trying to get some red gems to pop.
But then again, I'm not Gloria, so I don't get to win it.
And I'm not seeing comments from Gloria yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen any new comments either. But I'm also not on YouTube.
I might have missed. I'll send her an image and ask her which one she wants.
Okay, so she may have dropped out or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, that doesn't. Oh, it doesn't stand out enough.
It does have a little bit of a tone on tone, and it does have that shimmer. So I like those sequins.
Well, I'm trying to put a gem on top of the sequins.
Oh, okay.
And
so it'll just add a little bit of texture, even if it doesn't do any additional color.
Right. I was just hoping it would stand out a little bit more, but that's okay. Okay, that one's not sticking.
Yeah, I am loving my foil cardstock. Now, all of my foil cardstock is just some stuff I get at Michael's. But I've been pretty much hoarding all of it because it's pretty.
Yeah, don't hoard it, though. Don't hoard it.
I know. Well, that's the thing. I've been real bad about doing the whole hoarding thing, and I'm trying my best to do better this year. I mean, I've been also trying to use up my pattern paper, and I did good for like a week. And then the last few videos that I did were ones that I kind of had a technique or something I needed to do and didn't get to use my pattern paper. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to use up more of it.
Right? You want to see what I did?
What did you do?
I kept losing my little thing of gems. My daughter says, "Hey, Mom, do you want these?" I'm like, "Yeah." What they are the little fingernail gems.
Okay.
So I kept losing them. So a lovely subby and friend, she sent me this big package. And
oh, yeah. I saw you use that on a recent video.
So they were pretty much empty. So I went through, and this is what I love about it, is I went through and put the colors of fall in there. And then, of course, ones that I didn't have a container for. So those went in there. So when fall is over, I can go back and put these in their original containers, which are really big, and in another drawer. But this sits right next to me, and
it makes you use them.
I taped the little bitties. Oops. I taped it down so I don't lose it. So that is now glued to the lid, and they're sitting right next to me, and I have used these so much more because they are right next to me now.
You remember when I started using one of these things that I got at Michael's?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well, I came across because I'm starting to go through some of my other stuff. You know, like you go into your Christmas crafting things and you find, oh, I've got all of these chunky glitters, and I also was needing something else. I needed some Velcro dots, so when I found the little container that had my Velcro dots in there, I found all of these Trinity stamps, little embellishments that I hadn't used, that I got, I think, 2 years ago. So now I have them in a little thing. I did this like yesterday while I was waiting for my video to process, and now I've got all these fun little things that I can use. And it's in a small container, so it's like right by my desk. I've got like 3 of those now.
Nice.
Exactly. So it definitely helps. If you've got the stuff right there, you'll use it.
Yes. I am a pack it right next to me kind of person.
Yeah. Okay, so this is going to have to be smaller than the 4 inches. So I'll go 3 and 7/8. And then I'll trim it on the other side. Now this is the one that I had put my sentiment on there just a little bit crooked, so now I'm having to trim my panel down enough to get it pretty much centered.
Pretty much.
Before I put it on some mats.
Oh, these wires.
Wires? What?
Oh, I'm trying to pull out my lights, and they are wrapped around my other thing. And the wire is so flimsy and thin. It's like, oh my goodness. Just trying to unravel my crazy. There we go.
So you're putting lights in it, or you're decorating for where you're going to be taking a picture of it?
Yep. I'm just going to take a picture.
Awesome.
And this is how I set mine up. So if any of you are wondering how I take a picture of my cards, I have the backdrops that I got from We Are Memory Keepers. And then I just set that down and put my camera right above. And lately I've been adding some extra elements like this. Ooh, you know what? This might be fun too. And let's get a little bit of extra shimmer. We're just going to sprinkle some blingy bling
exactly
in there. Okay.
Yeah, and I do kind of the same thing. You know, not exact, but kind of the same thing. I tend to scatter whatever it was that I was using. Yeah. Like if I am using a foil plate, I will have it tucked under. Another trick that I've seen people do, and I don't know if you're doing it, I do see a little bit of a shadow behind your card, but I usually use my little triangle trays to kind of prop mine up a little bit to give it that little bit of extra dimension. You're using it? Yeah, you're doing the same thing.
And ink, yep. Just to pop it up, and then I switch my camera to a 1:1 ratio because that's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those use that platform. And then I pull it back. I'll pull it back and I let the card be crooked in there. I don't like to do straight on unless it looks really, really good. And then pop a picture.
Yeah, I usually take straight on, tilted, and I always do them horizontally. And then I pop it into, I just open up photos. There's basically, if you open up a picture on a Windows PC, it opens it up in, I guess it's like in Photos, whatever that software is. But there's an editor in there, and that's what I use to do my editing. Yep, I resize them, and then I put them over into Canva to add my thumbnail.
And I do all of that. Oops.
Baby shark. Punch that baby shark up.
That's because Simon Hurley is live right now.
Oh, he's live right now? Okay, I'm going to have to get off because I know you guys are about to desert me.
Yes.
So here is the card that I am going to be sending out to Zoila. Yay, and Elizabeth, you'll be sending me pictures of your photo. You're going to be sending me photos of your cards that you made tonight so that I can include them in my blog and everything, right?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Oh, wait, no, I lied. Simon goes live at 8 p.m.
Okay, so you got 30 minutes before he goes live.
I forgot. Yes, he's at on his second channel, his other channel, which I will share in our Facebook group.
I can share it here if you want to tell me what it is, because I don't remember. I mean, I'm subscribed to both.
Yeah, it's the oh nope, he is gonna do it on the Simon Hurley channel.
So that just means go into YouTube, guys, and do a search for Simon Hurley if you're not already subscribed, and you will find him. And be sure to go ahead and subscribe to him.
Yes.
I mean, he's the only person that uses lunar paste almost as much as Elizabeth does.
Right?
I know.
I love that lunar paste stuff, man.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I don't have a bunch of other brands, although I do have, before I got my lunar paste, I had bought some TCW, the Craftsman Workshop. It's a chartreuse for another project I did. It's beautiful. And so there's different brands, different qualities out there. It just, your preference.
Exactly.
And I prefer this Simon Early.
It's just so shiny.
It's so shiny.
I mean, I have to show you this. I used one of these little tags. I told you I did some playing around on some tags, but I used this tag as a shim, and it was when I was cutting out some snowflakes. And then I decided to do something that I saw Jennifer McGuire do with embossing folder stuff. And look at that. This is with the Simon Hurley.
That's pretty.
So it's darker and deeper in the wells where the dyes were imprinted on here. Because whenever you use a shim, you basically emboss the paper that's on top, especially if it's heavyweight, and this is heavyweight. This is part of it. This was a file folder.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to use it. I was thinking about, just doing a die cut of the snowflakes and putting them on top, but then I haven't decided yet. This has been sitting here for 3 days. Because I don't know. What am I going to do with it?
Right. I don't know.
But I mean, look at that. You can make, if you don't have foil paper, you can make your own, foil paper mats. It works perfect.
And Monica says, "You guys are funny." Yes.
Yeah, Monica has known me for 2 years, and she didn't realize that I was nuts until now.
Yeah.
So, anywho, Facebook has lately been popping up these memories on my feeds, asking me, here's a memory about, whatever. And I just had one come up within the last couple of days where Monica had posted I had basically had a kind of a fangirl moment because she posted one of my cards in her blog.
I did that when Gel Press posted my photo. They redid the
they
Twitter,
reshared it. Yep.
Yeah, Instagram share. And I'm like, oh, look at it. And then I haven't played with Gel Press since. Go figure.
We have too many toys. I can't play with everything at the same time,
Yep, and I need to pull out the Gel Press and play with the Simon Hurley stuff.
I've been meaning to do that too, and I haven't done it yet.
See, it's so easy. Okay, where am I going? Send this off to Debbie J.
Awesomeness. Yeah, I want to try to get my blog posts done, but it's not as high a priority to get those finished up because that's something I can do when I don't have access to all my crafty supplies.
My little gems aren't sticking. I might have to... Yeah,
super glue them on.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for the glue to dry.
Yeah.
And then I've got little tiny dots that I'll use. Got my little dots.
That'll work.
My dots. And look, I have a gem from the last time. Is that right? Oh, that one's too big. Do I have smaller ones? No, I don't. What?
Well, darn it.
That's all right. That just means I got to get the small ones. I got to get my the one that rolls out too. And just pop those right on there.
Well, something that you need to help me with, Miss Elizabeth, because you're in so tight with Simon. He needs to join my Facebook group so we can have him in a swap.
Yeah, he's not in my Facebook group either, so.
But you get where I'm going with this, right? I mean, I need to have him on my channel too. He needs to come and hang out with us at some point.
Yep. Just send him an email. Join his little texting community and go text him and say, "Hey Simon, this is so and so. This is my channel, and would love to see if you would join us."
I'll have to do that. I mean, I think I kind of did the same thing with Ryan, but you know what's bad? until he told me last week, I did not realize that he was in my Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I would have had to approved him.
He's not in my Facebook group either.
Oh, he's in Ryan's in my Facebook group, so that's why he's able to do our swap.
Yeah.
He's basically been sitting in the background for about 4 months.
Yeah, he's not in mine. And yeah. I just gotta get on him and say, dude, post some pictures in my group.
I think he's just been, he's been going through stuff and he's been busy and stuff. So yes, I get it, and I completely understand. I mean, I know some folks have gone through some of the same stuff as him, and he's such a sweetheart. But he is right now booked to be on this channel on one of my live streams in January.
Cool.
Gloria. So we will have Ryan from Glitter Grunge Greetings on with us in January.
Gloria, my dear, you get to pick.
You won!
Either you want the birds or the butterflies. Okay, you won one of my cards. And these are the Amazon lights. And yes, you can cut them off. Just know that what you cut off is dead and it no longer works. So
I think that's the same way as the easy lights. I mean, you'd have to rewire and stuff. And
yeah,
none of us, we are not electrical engineers.
But I just cram the whole light strand onto whatever I need. But this is my strand I use just for my photos. Just my photos.
It's her prop.
Yeah, it's my prop.
Oh, I like this is crooked. How did I do that?
But yeah, see, and this one is my prop because I did cut it. See, I snipped
Elizabeth, Gloria says for you to pick which one you want to give her.
Yep, I saw that. I will pick one for you and mail it out. But yeah, so you can definitely cut them off. Just know that whatever you cut off, that part is dead.
Yep.
But the rest of it will still work. But yeah, so there's that. So I am all set to upload my photos to my devices. And they're already signed. I just got to get my little sticker on to mail them out.
Well, here's a shocker. I actually have got 2 assembled cards before signing off.
Yay. Oh,
yeah.
This stuff. My daughter
and that is a shocker because I never get done.
I can attest to that.
Yep. I talk too much, but this time it's like, okay, I'm talking to Elizabeth mostly. I'm not ignoring you guys. I really like... Wait a minute. Janine said she clicked on the wrong live. What do you mean you clicked on the wrong live?
Yeah.
It's like people left and they came back apparently because we've now got... Crystal has gone and come back. And I saw that Pam had gone and came back.
Well, Pam goes to... because T's on at the same time, so...
Yeah, she said that she was doing 2 screens.
Yeah.
She was putting one of us on the big screen.
But, yeah.
That one looks straight. Did I do that one straight?
And then I go on at 9:15. I almost forgot about that, you guys. I go on at 9:15. That gives a little bit of break after Simon is done. And in case he goes over. So mine is at 9:15. Look at that. Just put those right back
I want to know, how did you guys like the little countdown thing that I put up at the beginning?
I like the countdowns. I like this countdowns. It lets me know how much time I got left before somebody comes on, and you can hang out in there and chat with people. So
I think I'm going to have to do something. That one's actually, it's a video for the countdown, and I found it. I did a YouTube search to see about it, and somebody was showing how to make them, but guess what? You can download the ones we've got here, so I grabbed them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I just need to cut it down because I really don't need 10 minutes of lead time, I don't think. Yeah. I mean, this time I think we started at around 5, a little less than 5 minutes left on the countdown when I went ahead and started.
Yeah.
But that just means I need to cut it down. I need to shorten the video by about like 4 minutes at the front, and that way I can start it about on time or early, and we can finish doing the last bits of testing because guess what? It always messes up.
Yeah, that, or you could put a timer on your phone and say, hey, you've got 11 minutes, and then you go in there and you set your 10-minute thingy. And then
I'm in front of my computer anyway, so I know exactly what time it is. It's not like it's not because I didn't get to my computer. It's because something is going wrong in the background and I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah. But, yeah. Crystal said it was cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. I like those little, I mean, when I see somebody else doing something nice, something interesting, something that is helpful on their live stream, I want the same thing, and that's why I need a stronger computer.
Yeah. And I'm too last minute to put up a timer. I literally go live the minute I log into my computer. I'm so bad.
No, you're good, hon. My whole issue is that I need OBS needs so many resources, and my computer's old. I think the last major upgrade that we did on this thing was like 2014.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. It's where I definitely need a stronger. See, I need white and I need green, but I definitely need a stronger CPU.
Janine says, I'll catch you all up here. She had 2 doctor's appointments. Not good. Apparently, she's only 10% through the shingles, and I'm so sorry. No. That is so bad. And other won't see me if I have the shingles. Oh, so the other doctor won't see her if she's got the shingles? What? So my CT scans are on hold while she's got the shingles.
Wow.
That's so rude. I'm so sorry, Janine. That is... Yes, lots of warm fuzzies out Janine's way.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I know I've told you guys that the reason that I do so much crafting now is because I got sick. And it was breathing issues and all that kind of stuff. But I'm doing so much better now, and I'm able to do so much more. You know, I'm thrilled that I'm able to. And it makes me feel so sad when I hear about all these other crafters that are going through worse things than I did. Yeah. And I mean, Jeannie, who is just such a sweetheart, and she has cancer. She's been going through chemo, and then now she's had COVID. I mean, I'm just, thankful to God that she's feeling better now and actually home. She was supposed to do the live stream with us tonight, but she's not up to it. I definitely didn't want to.
Yeah.
Basically, I sent her a message saying, I'm so glad that you're feeling better. Don't worry about our live stream tonight. I will get you back on later. Yeah. I've got some folks that are willing to step in for you, so don't worry about it. But I mean, it breaks my heart.
Exactly, Jean. It's not like you can catch the shingles. It doesn't work like that.
Exactly. I mean, I'm probably going to wind up with it at some point because, yes, I had chickenpox. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I had chickenpox, I think I got them when I was like probably like 6 or something, and my sister was younger than me, so she wound up with them. Like, it was either she got them first or I got them first, and the other one got it like immediately after.
Yeah. Oh, you guys! Oh, look! I got my Simon Hurley text that says he's going live.
Awesomeness. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I'm going to do my outro screen here. Do want to remind you that on the 4th, which is a week and a half away, I'm doing my very first workshop. So I would love, love, love for you guys to sign up for that, and come hang out with us while we make that cute little Nomi card. You may not have time if you wanted to get the stamps to be able to actually order and get it in on time, but you might. I don't know. But
yeah,
those
I'm not
are just so
it.
Cute. I think you've got a lot of stuff that'll work with it, and I know you've got a lot of stuff. Huh?
I do. So
yeah, I'm sure you probably got gnomes of some sort too.
I did.
Anyway,
I bought some.
Anyway, I would like you guys to join that. And go ahead.
I said, thanks for reminding me. I did buy a set of gnomes.
Okay, you guys have a wonderful night. I did have... Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, and we're going to do the outro, and I will see you guys later, and I will see you over in Elizabeth's live later night, and probably in Simon's too. Probably going to be eating dinner and watching Simon and watching TV at the same time.
That's what I'm going to do, is eat some dinner.
Absolutely. Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Thank you so much for dropping by. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you never miss one of my live streams or videos. Here's another video that I know you'll enjoy. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time. And remember, if I can make it, you can too.